there, how are you? Welcome to another shave here, another classic shave, I hope. Today, I've already prepped my face with Yulay shaving oil, pre-shave oil actually. Very nice stuff. And my razor is going to be this. It is a Russian military razor, 4-piece, and it uses 2 blades. It's kind of, well, I'll try to show you here if I can do this without messing everything up here. First you unscrew the handle here. Some of these are 4-piece razors, 5-piece razors, where this is 2 pieces, and I'll try to explain all this in a minute. But you take the base plate off there, and you have, in this case, it is a Personna Lab Blue blade, so a full blade there. Now let me see if I can do this without cutting myself. Okay, now underneath that is a little metal insert. You take that out, and, well, it looks kind of messy in there now, but I'll see if I can show this to you. Underneath the cap, you take a blade, a double-edged blade, you split it in half, or you get a couple of those half blades that are already split in half for shavettes or what have you. You put that in there, and they fit in there. And then you take your little metal insert here, you put that on there. You take a full blade, you put that on there. And I don't know if you can see all this, I'm doing some of this off camera. And you take your base plate, put it back on, and then you take your handle and put it on there. Now some of these, well, I've got that all screwed up already. I may have to break for a second and fix this, but some of these come in like a little travel case, and they're 5-piece razors, and the handle, like I said, unscrews into 2 pieces. This one was the cheapest one I could get on eBay. It's made of mostly hard plastic, and this is the blister pack it came in. I'm not too good at reading Cyrillic, and it has the instructions on the back. Now I'm going to break here. You won't even know the difference. I'll pop out, pop right back in. I'm going to try to get this back together because it can be a little bit, not too bad, but a little problematic putting this together, and then I'll continue the shave here. Okay, I got that back together, and what I wanted to show you, if you'll be able to see this on camera, I don't know if you will or not, but what you end up with here basically is kind of a double-edged twin blade razor. It's very interesting. I'll be shaving with that today. My soap is going to be this RazoRock One X. I haven't used this in a while. I thought I would pull it out and use it. My brush is this Yaqi, it says Professional brush. I'm not sure if this is 24 or 26 millimeters or what it is, because it doesn't say on there. I've already lathered it up. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Try to make a lather. And I might need to put just a touch, and I don't mean too much, but just a touch of water on there. Let's see. I hope you're all doing well out there. I'm kind of flinging water everywhere. I usually have pretty good luck with these RazoRock soaps. They usually lather pretty good. And hopefully I'm going to have some exciting things coming up on this channel, but I don't want to give a date or a time for some of them, because some of them are very much in rudimentary stages, kind of the seeds of ideas. One in particular. So also something I can tell you is that hopefully down the line I'm going to revisit a soap I used that I had trouble with before. There's a very simple explanation as to why I couldn't get it to lather, and I might have mentioned that even in the last video, but if I told you the explanation, you might, well, I might seem a little bit dim, because it was a very simple mistake I was making, but it had to do with the shape of the container that the soap was in, and I'll be more specific down the line when I revisit that soap, but I had much better luck with that recently off camera. Okay, I'm going to wet the razor, and we'll start pass number 1 with the grain here. Third use on these blades, by the way. And it's not like you've never seen one of these before, but let me see if I can pull this out. I'm going to pull out something else anyway that I was going to use later. Oh, sorry about the little earthquake there. Anyway, that's what the Personna Lab Blue blades package they come in. So you can see that there. Okay, I'll continue here. So, wow, we had a lot of rain lately. I tell you, here in the Midwest, we've had a lot of rain. Midwestern U.S., of course. And we had some sunshine and some plants that I planted, well, some seeds I planted are coming in, and some roses that someone else had planted and that I just cut the dead wood out of are blooming nicely. Excuse me. Okay. I've used this razor twice before, and the shaves I've had with it so far have been, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give them 4 out of 5, if that tells you anything. Of course, I use different soaps or creams each time, and maybe different brushes, I don't know. Not as much growth today on my face because I shaved late yesterday or last night, and also I had a 5 out of 5 shave with whatever I was using yesterday. Yesterday was a rather close, efficient, and pretty comfortable shave. Excuse me again. So I might want to take it easy. I'm still getting audio feedback. I have something to shave off, but, well, especially on my neck, I need to take it easy and not press down too hard. This can be a rather aggressive razor. It's not so much that there's a huge blade gap, but you have, 2 blades. Or 1 and 2 half blades. And possibly down the line, I will get one of those metal or harder plastic ones that seems more authentic of these Russian military razors, which were also for sale, or being sold, I should say, on eBay, where I got this, but they were a couple of dollars more. For the price, this is really terrific. It was shipped, it was like $5 or something. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to pop back in. I'm done with this pass pretty much. And then I will do the second pass, which will be across the grain. Okay, time for the second pass across the grain. Light, pleasant scent on this soap, maybe about a 1 or 1.5 out of 5. I guess I should say 2 or 3 out of 10 or whatever, but nice soap. It's seems like the lather is a little thin, but it doesn't feel thin. It feels great so far. So I don't know. I'm using a brush that I haven't had bad luck with, but I've had better luck with the Sagrada Familia brush, also by Yaqi. That one seems like it never fails me. Or almost never, anyway. But then again, I was lathering out of the tub, and this is a kind of a, seems like a larger brush. At least the handle's larger. And this might have been easier to use if I were bowl lathering or whatever, but no big deal. Feels great. I had 1 week where all my lathers, seems like on or off camera, were fantastic Santa Claus beard type lathers. Then the week after that, it was kind of hit and miss. It was, one day a good lather, next day not so great, maybe. Comfortable shaves though. And then this past week has been, I guess, more hit and miss, you know, some just poof, great lathers, and some that were kind of like this, that maybe didn't look real poofy, but felt good. So, excuse me. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oops, gotta be careful there. Always the dumb mistakes are always the easiest ones to make, it seems like. Simple mistakes. Because if I don't kind of stretch the skin or do something here or poof it way out, I can catch a little fold of skin there and get a weeper. All right. I can tell it might, well, it's probably time to change these blades. We're getting close to it. I usually do only 3 uses on a blade, unless it's a really good blade. But in one double-edged razor, one of my flare tip, color tip, either red or blue Gillette razors, I once got 10 good uses out of one of these Personna Lab Blue blades. I didn't always have that good of luck with them, but I must have gotten a really good blade. The same way as you can have a dud blade. Excuse me. And then shaving under the nose can be problematic sometimes. I noticed I was having a little trouble there this time. Different kind of razor. I've actually had some mosquito bites on my neck. They're not real prominent, I guess, but it kind of feels good scraping the skin over them with this. Hey, I'll be right back for pass number 3 against the grain. Oh boy, do I like these RazoRock soaps. Show you this again, the One X. It's been around a long time, but always enjoy these RazoRock soaps. They're just so easy to use. Okay, 3rd pass against the grain. I guess I'll go ahead and start on my neck. Do something a little different. See thought I saw a little blood there. I might have gotten a weeper. I don't care if I did. It must be pretty small if I can't notice it. there is a little blood on the lather there. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right. Let's see. I could have gone with that that Sagrada Familia brush that I've been using a lot. Oh, there's the Weeper. No big deal. But just hadn't used this other one in a while, and all the Yaqi brushes are supposed to be pretty good, but boy, that one, at least in my experience, that little Sagrada Familia brush that you've seen me use in other videos, if you've been watching, boy, do I like that one. Wow. This isn't a bad one. I think this one might be better for bowl lathering or something, but still, everything's fine. These lights, I did have good lighting in here. It's an LED light, and I don't know if they get dimmer over time, or if the lighting has anything to do with anything, but I was just wondering about that. Excuse me. Okay. I'm really feeling those blades. Okay, I'll stop everything and come back for pickups. Okay, it's pickup time, baby. So here we go. I don't know how crazy I'm going to go trying to get this perfect today. I also would like to have this video not be too long of a video. I'm going to be careful down here in the Adam's apple. I often nick myself there. Well, getting so much feedback this late in the shave really tells me it's time to change the blades. But I think I could stop right there and, let's see, a little bit more over here. But I think I could give this right now a 4 out of 5 rating on my own, just on my own scale of how good my shaves are. And I'm happy with that right now. Well, I'm going to try to shorten this video a little bit. I'll rinse off and I'll be back with Mr. Towel. Alright, here he is, our good friend, Mr. Towel. Alright. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. Face is a little red. I guess it's always a little red. My nose looks like I've been drinking or something. I was outside though, doing some gardening. Okay, well, we'll put Mr. Towel back on Mr. Towel rack. Like I need another anthropomorphic thing to talk about around here. I'll begin doing some recaps here before I finish the shave. Started out off camera. I prepped my face with Yulay pre-shave oil. And my razor has been this 4-piece Russian military double-edged twin blade razor. And I'll pull this up again. This is the little blister pack that came in there. And was saving that just so I could show it to you folks. Alright, my brush has been this Yaqi synthetic tuxedo, not synthetic Yaqi, it says Professional brush. And that's real nice. My soap has been, once again, the RazoRock One X. That's real nice stuff. And let's see, is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh, my blade, or blades, since this takes, this razor takes a full double-edged blade and 2 half blades, making it sort of a twin blade double-edged razor. My blades on the 3rd use have been Personna Lab Blues. Alright. Okay, I think that just about covers everything up until now. So I'll reach into Magic Cabinet number 2 and I'll use the Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel. And this is a toner, not an astringent per se. So it doesn't have any added alcohol. I read that witch hazel itself is a mild astringent, but I don't know if that's true or if they were counting the type with the alcohol in it. So anyway, the closest the vendor I used, an eBay vendor, had to what I was looking for was the lavender kind. They didn't have any scentless or rose petal or whatever, so went with the lavender. But be that as it may, I think this might go well with the shave. The Chatillion Lux Yazu, Rose, and Patchouli aftershave. So I've always liked this. It's got a long-lasting scent. Maybe that's the patchouli in it, but also I think I smell the rose and the yuzu also seem to be long-lasting scents in this. I'll put a little on the wrist there, a little behind the ears. Oh yeah, on the temples. That is such a nice scent, and it doesn't require that you use all that much to get a good scent going. So I'll show you these 2 things once again. It was the Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel toner, and followed just now by the Chatillion Lux Yuzu, Rose, and Patchouli. Very nice aftershave. Okay, and one more thing here. I'm going to take this out of the box, of course, but the Prep, it's called Prep, but that's the brand name Derma Protective Cream, which I often use as a post-shave balm. And it's very nice. Has some menthol in it. And the first time I used it with this aftershave, and oddly enough, I thought they went really well together. Some people might not think so, but this stuff does have a scent, and I don't know what you'd call it. Maybe it's a medicinal scent, but I think that goes away after a while. I'm just kind of rubbing some together in my hands so that I might apply it first to my neck. I guess that little weeper went away. I'm not too worried about it. Neck, face, I'll just get the back of the neck. Still got some on there. A little bit of this cream goes a long way, by the way. I probably got more than I needed there out of the jar. Let's see. Yeah. Kind of hate to show off the high forehead here, so to speak, but that's it. I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here anytime you're here with me. Thanks for all your support, etc., etc. You know who you are, and I thank you, and peace.